Yo, it's Trent. So I was trying to think of some party stories because that's the one that got the most likes. and I was trying to think, what was the first party I ever went to? The first time I got fucked up that wasn't my house, you know? And I think it was in 2016 or 2017, but it was with my cousin. And I remember I had a football game that day, and it was like middle school football. I think I had to be like 8th grade. I had to be in 8th grade. And it was my last year playing for like the league teams, you know, before you go to high school. And we got fucking killed. That's all I remember from the football game is we got fucking killed. And I'm sorry if I'm talking slow. I am very drunk right now, but continue. So my cousin was probably this age, you know, probably 18, 19. And I remember we were at a family event, and she was like, hey, can I go to my boyfriend's? And her dad was kind of strict at the time, you know? And he was like, yeah, you can go, but only if you bring your little cousin, you know, me. And he was probably thinking, you know, if he goes, she can't be doing whatever with her boyfriend. Who cares? So we go to her boyfriend's house, and this was in a nicer area, so he had a bigger house, and I was like, damn, this is kind of tight. So when we got there, she asked me, she's like, have you ever gotten drunk or high before? And I was like, yeah, of course I have, but I never have at the time. Like, I had never done anything really. Like, maybe I'd drink it a few times, but I was like, yeah, of course. So basically, they started doing drinking games real quick. I don't know. She had an interesting group of friends at the time, but they were playing a Bob's Burgers drinking game, I remember. And I was drinking with them a little bit, but I had a very small tolerance, and I just drink a little bit. And very quickly, I was drunk as fuck. Like, fucked up. And I remember there was a part where they had like a little bar in the basement of this house, and I went around the bar, like past it to the bathroom. And I was sitting there kind of just looking in the mirror, breathing, you know, I was feeling a little nauseous. And this girl that's like 3 or 4 years older than me comes up, who I'd never seen before, my cousin's friend. She's like, if you need to throw up, just let it out. She's like, it's the only way to feel better. She's like giving me a speech about why I need to throw up. She's like, it'll all be better in the morning if you just throw up now. And she's like trying to convince me to throw up. And I'm like, I don't even need to throw up that bad. I'm good. So I remember I walked out, and I don't remember 90% of this night, but there's a few parts. And the next part was this random kid who I think his name was Dylan. I don't know. This random kid who seemed more of a outsider or drug user, I guess. And he was like, hey, you want a cigarette? And I'm like 15 at the time, but you know me, I'm like, yeah. And that was the first time I ever had a cigarette. I was outside in this kid's backyard, puffing on that cigarette. It felt great. But anyways, the next morning, my cousin, I woke up to my cousin cleaning her boyfriend's house, kind of just picking stuff up. But I was on the floor laying, and there was a part where there was tiles, and there was a part where there was carpet, and I was laying right where they met, like right on the tile. My face was on the cold tile, and my like lower body was on the carpet. No blanket, no pillow. So I think waking up in that position was definitely a sign that I knew how to party. And also a good party.